Hello and welcome to the Planning Hub. And today we are joined by Trevor Whitewed of Whitewed approved Distant Thunder Fireworks. And obviously the clue's in the name, it's all about fireworks today and having an expert thought really on all the considerations and questions that constantly come up with couples in terms of booking and organising and whether they can have them. So what we're going to do is go through with Trevor some of those main questions that do come up and just see how we go with a bit of advice for you really. So I think the first thing that's always really important is the venue. So not all venues allow fireworks, do they? So it's that key consideration.
Yeah, venue is absolutely key. If you think you want fireworks, check with your venue. It's too late once you've booked. If they say no, say no.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think as well, you would be able to guide the couple quite easily, especially on sort of some of the places that you've worked at previously or some of the places that have previously said no. So at least you get a bit of a gauge on how to go with that.
Yeah, and we're happy to speak to venues in advance. If people aren't sure, we're happy to speak to them. We do low noise fireworks as well. Some venues have surrounding residents, cattle, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So some venues will lean towards low noise fireworks.
Yeah, and I suppose they just hesitate because they're not sure how it's going to be. And
yeah.
I mean, we worked on a wedding recently, didn't we, at the Moonraker in Bradford even, and they actually went and stood by the pig pen, I think is what they were doing, is shutting down just to make sure that everybody was okay. So it does happen, and there are ways around things, I think, which is one of the keys.
Indeed, yeah.
Okay, so as well, it's all about that risk assessment side of things and making sure that everything is as it should be. And
yeah, that's stuff that we cover off. Obviously, the venue will require our insurance details and risk assessments and that kind of thing. So that's something that we do once we've been contracted by a couple, a bride or whatever.
Yeah.
We will go and make all that happen. So really, apart from establishing budgets and that kind of thing, they don't need to worry about anything else.
Yeah, and I think we'll come on to budget in a second, but one of the key things that is really worth getting across is the fact that although like fireworks, they're not like a necessity, like a gown is or a venue or whatever, but there's such a brilliant thing to have at your wedding, such a memory, such a really important thing.
Yeah, that's how the company started with me doing fireworks for my own wedding, and it's genuinely one of the things that I remember from that night, and we went on to form Distant Thunder Fireworks, and there was a few things on the night that I look back now and don't remember. Fireworks are definitely something that the money was really well spent.
Really well spent. And everybody loves fireworks. I don't know anyone that would just say, oh, I'm not keen on them. Everyone loves them.
We've had a few sit inside and get grumpy about it. But
really, that's crazy.
In majority, it's a long day, and sometimes I think if you go from your ceremony to eating to first dance, cake cutting, from that point onwards, it's easy for that night to fizzle out a little bit. Maybe you've just got a disco or a band on, and fireworks give you something towards the end of the night, if that's where you choose to have them, that really keeps that night going. And it holds people in the venue because there's fireworks
coming. Yeah. And I always remember your wedding photograph of the two of you stood together by the fence watching them. It's a beautiful moment as well, because there's the moments together are few and far between on your wedding day.
You're right, it's very busy.
Yeah, really busy, and it's a lovely moment for the photographer to catch as well for you as well. I think it's just perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, if you've got a decent photographer and they can catch it well, then again, that's a memory that stays really well.
And normally photographers will finish at sort of first dance, but if you give them advance warning of the fireworks timings, they'll pretty much generally stay. So that's all, because it's good for they enjoy capturing them. It's a nice moment to get.
Absolutely.
So I suppose really, yes, it's a really lovely thing, and we'd all love to have it. So budget, I mean, it's a difficult one to say, cast iron, this is how much it is, but we were saying earlier about £150 a minute. So how many minutes is a good amount of time? Yeah,
so duration-wise, probably 4 to 8 minutes maybe, unless you've got a really big budget or you're setting it to music, which we can do.
Yeah.
So your budget really wants to be somewhere between £700 and £1 million.
Yeah, we'd love £1 million, wouldn't we? That would be ace. Then you just do that and then just walk off into the sunset, don't I think that would be nice, wouldn't it? But no, I mean, that is affordable. It is an affordable extra, starting from about 700. It would be a really lovely end to the day then. And I suppose just really the last thing to touch on would be, like we said earlier about the music, is how to make it personal. There are elements that you can do, like when you're leaving, make a bit of a spectacle about it.
Yeah, so, excuse me, we can, on the musical side of things, we can choreograph shows to maybe a piece of music that's special to the couple, and that can be one piece of music, 2, 5, 10, however many, depending again on budget. We also do a few add-on packages, such as a driveway lined with fountains, so that as the car leaves we can ignite these fountains that follows them out or whatever.
Lovely.
Really good photo opportunity again.
Absolutely, and I think it's really nice because that's one way of signalling like the end of the wedding day. So it's really nice, especially when you've got a venue which is more maybe a marquee or a barn or something, then people think, okay, so that's that, we've had a great day, the couple have gone, so it's a really nice finale then.
Yeah, agreed.
So I think I suppose that's the key sort of questions that you get, apart from timings. When is good to actually fire them?
When it's dark. Any time from when it's dark, really. There's no set, people have them sometimes straight after dinner in the winter. Some people wait till 5 to 11, but they need to be finished by 11.
So 11 is the absolute cut-off.
11 is UK law unless you're on New Year's Eve, on Friday night. Chinese New Year.
Just the odd one.
The odd one.
But generally 11, which actually is a really nice opportunity to bring everyone together for a last time anyway, really, isn't it? I suppose before they then go back on the dance floor or meander off.
But whatever suits.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Trevor.
Pleasure.
Great advice, and we'll see you again. Thank you.